football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 4.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
He can run for it, and he will. 20, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. How about that? Their quarterback, 45 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jackson.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
After after the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking long for Westbrook. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Connection made with Chenault.
Jackson's pass complete to Laviska Chenault. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It was Dante Fowler who got in there to to bring him down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Down and goal to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Falcons 6, Jaguars nothing.
We never know just when it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, we can't go toast and give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills because I was a blessed with no one fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go and chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Smith, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it cost him 2 points.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Luton. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Not much there, only a yard.
Always laugh People say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Jaguars on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Thompson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 22, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
The Falcon first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster, what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Yeah, and it's magnified with him being a rookie. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That's complete to Butler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. On the return, here's Hall. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Falcon first down.
On play action, they'll throw. This one caught by Ridley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week one. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split set. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
16 yards, a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
On the return, here's Hall. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he is all the way up past the 25. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear? all night, all next week, situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On the option, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
57 to mark. 57 to mark.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Eckler, 69 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11.
21. Jaguars 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Connection made with Shenault. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. They go play action with Jackson. Fighting to Jackson, hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead
and now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Falcons.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. He'll fire this one deep for it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. But it'll be second and goal. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Jaguars 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too high.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards, a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Airing it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now it's 2nd and 9. This time Jackson will throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was real. Took the paint off the were said. But I get the sense that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.